through and through. Oh, the Toon Review. Laughs and passion, football too. We are the Toon Review. By the fans, for the fans, through and through. Laughs and passion, football too. We are the Toon Review. 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 Go!
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Toon Review for tonight's fan forum, where you get to have your say on everything Newcastle United ahead of the big game, of course, with Manchester City on Saturday. Of course, it's a tea time kickoff, well, it's highly anticipated, isn't it? What does Eddie do? Will he change it? Let's see what you guys have to say tonight. The floor is all yours. Are you still confident in Eddie Howe? Are you not? What do you think Eddie should do? Do you think he should change things? Will he change things? Has he got the balls to change it? Or, we've asked this many, many times before, but I think this time, folks, it's crunch time. He's got to do something now, and something very, very quickly to change it. So it is down to you. If you do enjoy tonight's fan forum, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. It is completely free of charge, and all that we ask is that you hit that notification bell so you never miss any uploads or live shows on the channel. And of course, you can become a channel member by hitting the join button just underneath us, and super chats are of course available, which is the $sign below the live chat, and that will guarantee your comments to be read out on the show. Now, obviously, there's a few talking points that maybe you guys want to talk about tonight. Is obviously the future of Eddie Howe if things don't go Newcastle United's way over the course of the next couple of games. How long do you think PIF will give him? There has been talk today that he is still very much 100% backed by the PIF and all those above him at Newcastle United. They do believe that Eddie is the man to keep the success happening. I'm still in that camp at the minute, but obviously, this game against Man City is huge, and I guess when the team sheet comes out, we get an idea of what he's doing. We'll see what he obviously has to say in his press conference on Friday morning as well. But it is exciting. It's exciting because we don't know what he's going to do. We don't have any idea what he's going to do. Some people think they know what he's going to do, but Man City are banging form at the moment, let's not forget, especially Haaland. Doku scored a couple of goals for Belgium again last night. So there is a lot of Belgian players bang in form right now. Absolutely bang in form. James, yes, I did listen to the Eddie Howe interview. Really same old as far as I'm concerned with that about the injuries. They're in a good place. They're still training. Wissa's still not ready yet. I mean, Christ, how long is it going to take him to get ready? So we will have to see. Anyway, let's get this link up and get you guys on, because it's all about you tonight. Remember, you don't need a camera. If you don't want to put your face on, you can just use your microphone, guys. That's not a problem at all. It'll just be like a phone call. But let's see who wants to come on tonight and have their say. No doubt the usuals. But let's see if we can get some new people on as well. There it is. The link is pinned at the top of the live chat now. Get yourself in. Stato, I've just seen he's in walking in to see Billy now, so I'm sure he will give Billy all our love and best wishes, and hopefully he will be making a full recovery. So I can see people getting in the green room there ready to come on, and well, question is anyone in better moods than they were than last fan forum we did when, well, not many people were happy, it was fair to say, at all. But yeah, I can see everybody there. Now, I will try and get everybody on. Don't worry if you are in the green room. I'll bring two at a time on. First two tonight, Chippers and Emma. Good evening, guys.
Hello.
Right, Chippers. Obviously, you were done with Eddie Howe last week. That was it? You'd finished? Are you still in the same boat, or have you had time to calm down a little bit?
Well, not a game since. So I mean, we've gone unbeaten for a week, anyways. I mean, we've just
yeah, we have. That makes a nice change.
We just had put with boring England for a week, but
yeah,
he's got to convince us, and he's got to turn things around again. And he did it last season because he had the players to do it. Has he got the players this time to turn it around? Has he got that stroke of bringing the Tonali in for a long staff and just altering it, little things like that? That makes a big difference. I don't know. It's all on him, thankfully, not on me. But it's literally, you couldn't ask for a worse game to come back to, could you? Really, when they're hitting stride, and it's all teed up for Haaland to get his 100th league goal in the Premier League. But these are the games usually we turn up for, which is quite funny about it. So
did you see his interview, Chippers, on at the Foundation Awards? Did you see what he had to say?
Funnily enough, no, I've not seen it.
No, just more of the certainly on injuries. It was Lewis Hall is still apparently getting fit. I mean, it's bonkers. It really is. Emma,
hi.
How are you this week? Are you? Has the dust settled in Emmaville, and are you a little bit more confident come the weekend, or is it? Oh shit! It's Manchester City still.
I am confident for the weekend because we did beat the other year in the Carabao Cup. I know it was only a cup, but surely this time we need to beat them in the league. But I'm still not confident in Eddie.
You're still not confident in Eddie?
No.
Did you hear his interview?
No.
No. Well, I mean, look, he'll explain more, I'm sure, in the press conference anyway. What do you think, Paul? You are out of sync against us, Dave.
No.
I'm not out of sync. I think it's your computer, Dave. I'm bang in sync. I'm looking at me now on YouTube, and I'm bang in sync. Yeah, I think it's you, Dave. Oh dear. Dave's computer's going a little bit crazy. What do you think his biggest decision is for the weekend, Chippers? Where is the biggest problem that he's got to decide on?
I think there's two. I think it's obviously for us, we all know Lewis Hall's got to come back in, but for him, does he start him? And then secondly, for me, does he possibly tweak it and go to a back five? Because the last two games defensively we've been shocking. We haven't been good enough, and it might be a case of he goes back to basics on Saturday to try and solidify that. Although it would leave us light as options on the bench if we do get an injury in that part, but they're the two for me. And then you've got to probably think the goalkeeper as well. So there's three.
Yeah.
Then three are the big sort of decisions for me as to what he does.
Yeah. Dave says, watching on telly and phone, out of sync on both. Emma, Dave, I'm not. It's just you. Everybody else has said I'm bang in sync, mate, so I think we know where the problem lies. Your internet might be a bit slow tonight or struggling a little bit, but everything is fine. So I'm sorry about that, Dave, but I guess it's just your slow internet. Emma, I think it's goalkeeper that his biggest decision of the weekend is. I think that is the biggest one has probably been taken out of his hands with Dan Burn being suspended. So, that gives obviously Lewis Hall a chance to come straight in. And that takes it out of Eddie's hands, which I think he really prefers. However, goalkeeper is the biggest one for me, Emma.
Yeah, we need Ramsdale because Pope's shit is fucking shit. I'm just going to say it as it is. He's shit.
Well, is he shit, or is it just that maybe, maybe that he's just not, I don't know, he's not this footballing goalkeeper that maybe you need to be now?
He's not, you're seeing other teams, when someone's going to score a goal, they go at the same time as the person kicks the ball, so they can get down to it quick enough. He's maybe 2-3 minutes bloody late, and it goes in the back of the net. We need someone who's quick to react to get the ball. It's no good always relying on the defenders, because the defenders put them in most of the time. And the other way I would change would be Joe Linton, and God forbid say it to Nelly, because them two have been shit the past couple of games.
I mean, I don't think Nick Pope is shit. I think he makes shit decisions. I think that's the problem he's got. And I think, when he's coming for crosses, he makes, his decisions. He started the season okay, really well. It's for me, it's been that time, Chip, as where he's had a few games and then all of a sudden he's just made some rash decisions, but they've cost us. And it's all right, people saying, oh, well, he's a great shot stopper, he's this and that. That's fine if he's making great saves during the game. However, it is his job to stop the ball going in the net, just like the midfielders or whatever the player is out of goal. Their job is to do a certain thing, and if they don't do it, it's all right them, playing well for like 80 minutes of the game. But if a defender makes a mistake and costs us a goal, that's his fault, and that needs putting right. Which I genuinely believe that Nick Pope makes too many mistakes now, and it's about time that Ramsdale was brought in.
Yeah. The Arsenal game was prime Nick Pope, wasn't it? For 85 minutes, he was outstanding. He kept winning the game. He kept ahead. Then he had these, I would say he's a Dr. Jekyll and Hyde sort of keeper. And then he had these 5 minutes blood loss to the head. And then he missed kicks. And obviously his distribution was out quickly. And then obviously for both goals, he probably should have done a hell of a lot better for them. I think if you sign Ramsdale, what's the point in signing him if you're not going to play him? These are the times when you play him now, when you take your goalkeeper who's been making errors like he did against West Ham and Brentford, when he arguably should have saved a couple of the goals. I mean, I'm not a goalkeeper, so I can't say that, but from the views that I saw on the cameras, he probably should have saved them. Then this is when you bring the other keeper in, and Eddie Howe's got nothing to lose, because then he can say, you know what, I've played both keepers, and if they're not good enough, then we need to upgrade them. It's what's the point in bringing someone on loan if you're not going to give them a chance?
I just get the feeling, Emma, that the way he was speaking about Nick Pope, saying that he's had his 12-day protocol for concussion, so he'll be available for the game. That worries me. Not that Nick Pope's fit. I wouldn't want him not fit, don't get me wrong. But what Eddie's saying, he'll be fit for the game and making a point of that worries me.
He needs to bring him off and at least put Ramsdale in, because all he's doing is playing Ramsdale in the Carabao Cup. What's that saying to him? That he's only good enough for cup matches, but he's not good enough for Premier League? When he was at Arsenal for God knows how long.
Yes.
Then.
I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, look, away from the goalkeeper, Chippers, where can we win this game on Saturday? Or do you think this is a game that the way we've been playing in the Premier League, it's not going to be our day, or it's going to be one of them nights under the lights at St James's where we're suddenly up for it and we perform against one of the better sides in the Premier League?
We've got to get in their faces. The fans have got to be on it, which, will be to Saturday night, so the fans will be up for it. We've got to press them. We've got to make them into making mistakes, get them into errors. I know I said it could be Haaland's sort of 100th Premier League goal, but he's only scored one goal against them in the league, so we've obviously done all right against them. We need to be in their faces. We can't give them the respect like we have been given teams before the national meet. We give West Ham far too much respect. We gave Brentford far too much. We've given teams this season, I don't know if this is the change of way we've been taught to play or whatever, but teams have had far too easy against us this season. Apart from the Liverpool game where we win their faces, but again, we've said before, it's probably down to the whole Isaac situation as to why we're doing that. But this season, we've been far too respectful of our opponents. And listen, we all know Man City are a very good side and Pep's a very good manager. But when they come here, you've got to play at your tempo. You've got to give it to them, and you've got to know that if they have to pick up 3 points, they've got to put a shift in to beat with. And too many teams this season haven't had to do much to beat with this season. That's the problem. They haven't had to work hard or anything. The goals have been so easy.
We can't drop more points, Emma. That's the thing, can we? Because we're falling, we are behind already, and we can't really afford to drop any more. It's vital we start picking up points in the Premier League.
It is, because like I said in the last Fan Forum, if we don't win against City, we don't win against Tottenham, comes the derby match, what are the owners going to do? Are they going to possibly look at sacking Eddie? Because the Sunderland match is a big game for us. It's a derby. Like I said in the last one.
Yeah.
For me, we lose that. For me, Eddie's out. But at the minute, I've just gone on the fence about him. I'm not overly confident. But I don't want him out because he has been a good manager.
Yeah, it's a very, very tough few games coming up. And this will sort of determine where we are as a squad and what fight we've got in us, because I don't mind, if we lose on Saturday, but we lose by actually giving it a go and making Man City really work for the 3 points, and we come off the field gutted that we haven't got anything because we played really well, that's fine. I don't mind that. It's when we just sort of we sit back and we let teams come onto us and kick us up the arse all the time. That's when I've got a main problem, but hopefully they won't. What's your prediction then for Saturday, Chippers?
I'm at work Saturday night, so I'm not watching it, unfortunately. But I think they'll probably beat with 2-0. I just don't listen the way. I mean, the international break came at a good time for us, so who knows? We might be a completely different side. But I haven't got the faith at the minute that Eddie's picking his strongest 11 available to him, whether the players are fit or not. I don't think he is, and I don't know. Something needs sorting out. We've got a lot of games coming up now in the run up to Christmas, so I would like you said, if we lose 2-0, but we've put in a performance, we've made their keeper work, and they've had to work for the 3 points, fair enough, beaten by the better side. But if we concede and then we just drop back and then we just basically give it to them on the plate, again, the fans will not be happy about that.
Emma?
My head's saying we're going to lose to City by 1-0.
Yeah.
My heart's saying we're going to win 2-1. And my husband's just come in and said we're going to win 2-1 because we haven't got Big Dan Burn.
Listen, I hope he's right, because I think if we win, it'll give us a massive, massive boost. And hopefully we'll turn around our Premier League form. Listen, guys, thank you very much for coming on. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night. So there you go. That was Chippers and Emma. Next up, we have, I've just got a couple of super chats. Doug from the Dugout channel, of course, member for 45 months. Wow, thank you so much. And of course, a very happy Scotsman. Evening, Paul. What a night it was for Scotland. Glad that good football is back. Indeed, incredible night for Scotland. It really was. I mean, that was just unbelievable. But that's what football can do, guys. It's it can just turn around so quickly, and you think you're heading for a draw, and then bang, suddenly you get a goal. That was incredible. Mark Mullen says we need a keeper who can play with his feet, and Pope can't do that. He's got clown feet. It's now time for Ramsdale to have a run and prove himself to be number one. And Kaylee's been a member for 8 months. Thank you, Kaylee. Could you please wish my wife Kezzy a happy birthday for tomorrow? We both love the show and wish you luck for the awards. Kezzy, happy birthday for tomorrow. Hope you have a cracking day, and I hope Kaylee spoils you absolutely rotten. But thank you for both of you for being part of the channel. Much appreciated. Right, next up we have Ash and we got Dave Magpie. Good evening.
Good evening. You're right.
We'll start with you, Ash. Really same sort of question, because the dust has now settled on last week, the Brentford performance, and obviously the international breaks coming at a decent time for us, I think, to try and get a few players fit. But where are you sitting right now?
I think that we're sort of being a bit too reactionary. I know it's been a terrible start.
Yeah.
Lewis Hall's coming back. I don't think Dan Burn's as bad as people making out. He's better centre back. Let's be honest. He's playing.
He's not a left back.
No, of course he's not. Of course he's not. But I think people who are saying Eddie might get sacked, I think he's got a bit more credit in the bank than people are giving credit for, which is ironic, right? But like, from a footballing point of view, who do people think would do a better job than Eddie, who's available at the moment? Because it's a big PSR hit getting rid of him and then going after someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even thinking about that, to be honest, Ash. I don't. I think it's completely disrespectful to Eddie to try and talk about who another manager coming in. I'm still right behind Eddie. I just want him to learn from his mistakes and not keep making the same ones over and over again, because it really is a pain in the ass. And I don't want to have to keep sort of sitting here in front of the camera going, "Oh, Eddie, you should have done this, you should have done that," when all the fans can see what he should have done. Just make the right decisions, make the big calls, and go for it. If you make the big calls and we go down with a fight, then I can kind of put up with that. So, you know, it's just, I guess that's where I'm sitting at the minute. Dave, good evening.
Good evening, Paul.
How are you?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Good.
I'm still, my stress levels still aren't the best. Obviously, with our game the other week,
Yeah.
we just rolled over. There's no other way to put it. Same as West Ham, we just rolled over. And I believe it was Chip, as who said, like I say, we're becoming too easy to play against. Obviously, if you remember the season like Amarim had last year, right? He was playing one way, refused to change, and look what happened to them. You know, total disaster. And that, obviously, if Eddie does not sort this out and change, get multiple formations trained up on, basically, so we can swap on the pitch, but basically at the blink of an eye, we can change, confuse teams a bit better, and stop all this respect bullshit. Because
it's not about respect.
Well,
really.
Ash, I think Dave's got a good point there, because I genuinely feel that, especially when we
do with the defense available, Paul. What other formations do people want? Like
I'm not talking about the formation. I'm not talking about the formation, Ash. What I'm talking about is when we score first. We don't go for a killer blow. We give too much respect to the opposition by taking the lead and thinking, "Oh God, we best sit back now and let just get." It's like we're trying to just take what we've got and try and hang on for the other 88 minutes of the game or whatever it may be.
You can't just hammer and go like gun ho at them the entire match. The players would be fucking shattered. Like they wouldn't be able to maintain it.
Well, hopefully by then we'd be like 2 or 3 goals up, and the game would be over. And then
where's that intensity
but
gone?
Only if we scored those goals. If we didn't take the chances, then we've left ourselves on empty fuel wise, and like we're just going to get hammered later.
But we haven't, Ash. We haven't in the past, though, have we? When we played with the intensity, we've made it. You know, teams can play
available, Paul.
Well,
look. I mean, look at Trippier, 35, right? We got Emil Kraft, who would come on as a replacement, who wouldn't be able to like go gun ho. Then on the other side, we're having to use Dan Burn. What's the option? We promote Alex Murphy, who is an unproven commodity at that level. Like,
yeah,
I
but
get what
when you press
saying,
up top, Ash, this has got to be from the wingers, and we're not getting enough out of them.
Yeah,
we're not. We're simply not.
I think that. But that's on Anthony Gordon, and that's on like Murphy to a point when he's on the other side. But I think Murphy does more of the pressing than Gordon.
Oh, Murphy does.
Recently.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think it's down to Eddie. I think it's down to specific players not stepping up. We can't just blame the manager for this like performance. I think
everybody has to step up. Everybody does. The players and the staff. Everybody needs to step up to get us out of this problem that we've got in the Premier League. I'm not saying. Sorry, go on, Dave.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Obviously, the problem we've got, like I say, with Eddie, right? We obviously, I won't say Eddie out. Obviously, I flatly refuse that. But the point being is, right, it's all about the tactics in a game. That obviously, top and bottom of it, it's all about the tactics the manager relays to the team. That's it. We have to have better tactics than the players that obviously than the team we are playing. End of. Otherwise, you're never going to win a game. Now, we've stuck with this 4-3-3 for a long time. Yes, and now teams are figuring us out, and basically, most of them are doing is dropping back. And you've seen how hard it's been for us to break teams down when they play like that against us. It's very rare we even score. So Eddie needs alternate tactics in his locker to combat against this. So if that includes switching a formation or two, even for
but
just
you don't
a few
know what
minutes.
he's been saying in training. You know, like
That's true.
they could have been working on something, and then it doesn't work, and then he has to go back to the drawing. Like it's easy to say that. I'm going to say something that might not be liked by a lot of our fan base right now, but we're turning into Leicester with what Ranieri did for them, and like thinking about booting him straight afterwards. Like, I really despise this mentality. Don't get me wrong. We can expect better. We can and we should expect better.
Right, but Ash, if we don't win the next 4 games, Ash, if we lose the next 4, right, do you then believe that Howe is under pressure?
He'll be under pressure, but he shouldn't be sacked yet.
Oh, Ash, I tell you what, I think the way football is these days, one thing I've always stood by, Ash, is that, football does not stand still. It is not about the past. It is never about the past. Eddie's done what he's done and will always be absolutely adored for what he's done. But football does not stand still. And we can't keep saying, "Oh, well, look what he's done."
It doesn't stand still.
At the risk of sort of being in the bottom half of the Premier League and not getting back into Europe, etc., that is a big problem for PIF, who want us to be number 1. And if we're nowhere near it...
I agree to a point. Sorry, I agree with your comments. I agree with your comments to a point, Paul. Football does not take it, stand still. It has to go forward.
Yeah.
But, thinking... overall as our form, if you include all competitions, it's not like we've been crap, it Premier League form hasn't been where it should be. Other competitions sort of have. We just need to equate our form back to the Premier League.
Listen, Ash, I'll tell you what, it's not, you're positive. And look, you've got your opinion. And that's the beauty about this channel.
Can I just say, anyone who thinks I'm talking piff or crap in the chat, just come on the fan forum. Have your view. I'd like to debate with anyone if they'd like. But
Ash, this is, you've been long enough on this channel now to understand that I love a different opinion. And I'll give you mine. I'll tell you if I don't agree with yours, but you will all, I can disagree with you. It doesn't mean we're falling out. It means we've got difference of opinions. And that's the beauty of this channel and the beauty of football. I think your opinion's fantastic. It's really positive.
About Nick Pope.
Yeah.
Nick Pope to Aaron Ramsdale is a lateral move. They both have positives and negatives to their game.
Yes, they do.
And it's pretty clear that Eddie Howe wanted to sign James Trafford.
Well, there's talk about us going back in for him in January. Dave, where do you stand on the goalkeepers? What decision do you think he's going to make?
I'm trying to hope. Obviously, it's going to be Ramsdale in for Saturday. It's needed. Obviously, Pope's got too many things wrong with his game now. I don't know what the hell's happened to him, but when we first got him, he was brilliant. But
he was brilliant the first few games of this season, to be honest.
Yeah,
he was solid, but now...
But he's just, honestly, for some way, shape or form, his kicking has just went absolutely tits up. It's not what it was. It either goes out, goes to the opposition. It goes anywhere but where it's supposed to go. But yeah, I think this game's made for Ramsdale to come in, I think. And I think maybe, try giving Pope a sit on the bench for a while. Give him a rest, because obviously he's played non-stop. So obviously I think that's definitely needed. But I was going to say, have you heard other articles going around that Gordon's supposed to be fit after a so-called hip problem? Come on, man.
Yeah, it's all bullshit, man. Look, if he's available for Saturday, I've got big questions over where his attitude is, to be honest. I just, because if he's fit after that performance when he was shite when he was on the pitch and then he just gave up, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and if
he did.
he's available for Saturday, I've got big questions about that. But listen, guys, what is we'll go with your predictions, Ash.
Well, first of all, although I said what I said, I would like to see us play 4-2-3-1. But
Yeah. Yep.
That's irrelevant.
Hopefully we will when Wiss is back, but we'll see.
I think we have a good record against keeping Haaland quiet, so I think we can get a draw.
What are you going for?
Just a 1-1. Yeah,
1-1.
I think Watford will score. Yeah.
Dave?
Well, I think I'll have to agree with my astute partner there, Ash. I've got little faith that we can actually win it with the amount of problems that we've got at the minute. We'll be very lucky if we get a draw. Obviously, I'll agree. I'll go on 1-1, but I don't think it's going to go against her.
We will see. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Great debate. Thank you very much. Take care, guys.
Paul. Take care, bud.
So there you go. That was Ash and Dave. Very, I mean, everyone's got their opinion, haven't they? And, the good thing is Ash has got his opinion and he sticks rigorously to it as well. So you've got to appreciate everybody's opinions. Peter Garthwaite says, do you think we should keep Eddie and get rid of Tyndall and Jones? Well, I think for you, Peter, anybody in the coaching staff that gets fired will make you smile, whether it be Eddie, Tyndall or Jones. I think you just want somebody desperately out. But hey, again, it's all about opinions. And Spike says we can't afford to lose the next 4 games. We're already hovering just above the drop zone. Indeed, we are. Right, I'm going to bring 3 on now. I'm going to bring Scott on. I'm going to bring Paul on. And I'm going to bring the American Geordie onto the channel. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
You all right?
Dare I say, Mr. Hanson, that you look a little bit like John Anderson from this camera angle?
Hello, well.
Well, there you go. There you go. Scott, we'll start with you first. Have you changed opinions from last week? Are you a little calmer, or are you very, very nervous about the weekend?
Well, I'm still nervous, but I'm calmer in a sense, slightly. But
slightly.
Saturday's going to have to prove that to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul, where are you standing at the minute? How are you feeling about this season?
I'm a bit dubious. It's up and down, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just hoping he didn't go 5 at the back.
There is a rumor kicking around that's what he might do. Now, listen, it is just a rumor. I don't know how he goes with Kieran Trippier as a wing back, unless he puts Kieran Trippier in with Chow and Bob. And I mean, I'm getting out of hand here. We'll look at that on Friday in the match preview, and I'll let Stato deal with that, because Stato will probably just throw anybody on and annoy me anyway, like he normally does with his formations. But listen, oh God, I hope not. American, what's your name?
Dustin,
and where are you from?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minneapolis. So is that
That's
that
wild
a rather
country? That's
cold?
wild country.
Is it cold?
Yeah,
in the winter
for the
there.
most part. I mean,
Is that where you've got the Bears and Wolves?
Yeah.
I was watching a few TikToks last night with Wolves, like you Americans, with Wolves literally coming and knocking on the door, and I'm thinking, what it must be like just to have a wolf walk up to your door.
So not so much for me. I'm in the cities, so I'm in a metropolitan area. But I used to live outside of it, and you'd get wolves right out in the backyard, like it was just nothing. Speaking of wolves, though, I got this little lady right here. I don't know if you can see her. Okay, so I named her. I named her Miley Louise. So Louis Miley.
Well, that's listen. That's spot on. Certainly, I love big dogs, but as everybody knows, I've now ended up with 3 bloody pugs.
I heard. I saw that.
Yeah, I do have a Labrador, though. She's, she's my big dog. So, what point do you want to make tonight, Dustin? How have you found things this season?
It's all right. I mean, I definitely think that Lewis Hall and Tino being out has definitely ruined a lot of those games we could have had a lot better chances with. Not that Dan Burns not great at left back or anything, but let's be real. Yeah, no.
I mean, what about this 5 at the back, Scott? Does it work?
No.
I saw you bury your head there. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm the same. I think if we play 5 at the back against Man City, we are going to get spanked.
Yeah. Every time we've done it, it's never ended well. And if we still want to be that team where it's like intensity is our identity and forward pressing and that, sit back 5, you're taking out half of your players up front or midfield. And then when you talk about Trippier going centre back, my God, you nearly give me an aneurysm. I could not see that happen. I'd go for a.
Jesus Christ. Scott, you've got a terrible line there, mate. You sound like some kind of robot out of 1970s Star Trek, unfortunately. But we kind of got your point there. Let's have a look. It can be. Uh-oh. Good evening, Susan.
What kind of introduction was that?
Well, I mean, listen.
Nice to talk you too.
Yes, you haven't been on for a while, so I'm intrigued as to what point you want to make tonight, because I'm not sure where you're sitting on Eddie. Given, I mean, you put a few comments in saying you're getting a bit fed up with his mistakes.
I'm more concerned about the.
Oh, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now. Yeah.
Yeah, just within football, how the reaction to things are just mental, in my opinion. Like, I do agree that he's making some mistakes. As we would look at it, you would think he was.
Yeah.
But I do think there's loads of reasons why that is.
Okay.
And in management, football management, there's so many. There's so much gone wrong this summer that it's not just one thing. Like, we've had the whole Isaac thing.
Yeah.
And then with the whole Isaac thing was one thing, and then we've basically went for so many players with probably like tactics in mind, everything in mind for who we're going to go for, and it hasn't happened because we haven't had the people in to get them in. And then what I think he's doing, but you see, it bugs me when people are like, let's get him out. It's like when Moyes was, when David Moyes was in charge of Man U, and everybody was like, oh, this is no good. As soon as form started to drop, it's like, let's just get him out and on to the next one. That's not the answer. It's, I think...
Yeah, but Susan, I understand you saying that, right? But when he's making, blatant errors like the Dan Burn thing at Brentford, I mean, he can't. There's no rhyme or reason why he didn't take Dan Burn off earlier. And I don't subscribe to the height thing. I think that was a cop-out excuse. And listen, I'm still well and truly Eddie in, as you know, right? But when you hear like excuses like that, you kind of think, what the hell's he talking about? I've kept him on for his height.
I totally get what you're saying. I think he's backed in the corner, and he's just like, because he always speaks so well, and it was nice to hear a question like that, because I think that was the kind of question that we need. But at the same time, if I was to guess, and I'm not pretending to be some like great knowledge on it, I would say that what he's doing at the moment, because he's not had a proper pre-season to bed these players in, he's not had time, they're not gelling like they would, whether it's like a confidence, whether it's Isaac going, there's like loads of different reasons why we might not be gelling. And if I was to guess, what he's doing is he's putting players in that he believes he can trust and sticking by it, and it's a mistake. But that's not like... In football, it doesn't stand still. But if there's a man that, like, I sat on this show, like, last year about this time, telling you all that I believe is an elite manager, and I got laughed off the show because like you were like, no, like, and we'd had a similar run to what we're in now, and I just think lots of reasons why. Like what Jamie Carragher was saying, I don't subscribe to, but there's an element of that in it. Like, I think, like, the back, he's had pneumonia, he hasn't had the backing that he should have, so that he can't bring his whole self in to do the job because he's had to be doing everything. So I think, like, given time, I think we'll be surprised. Like, I think it's just a blip at the moment. And he has been making mistakes.
Yeah, but... I mean, Paul, is that the voice of reason there speaking?
No, it's not far off. But to me, the big difference is now with Lewis Hall back, I think Gordon will play better. And I hope he puts Ramsey in, but give Joe a rest, Big Joe. And it makes Gordon play better because he's got backup going alongside him.
Yeah. Dustin, do you agree with that? You know, getting these two fullbacks back is going to make a big difference to how our wingers play because they've got better support.
I do, 100%. But I also I can see that Joe Linton's not playing to his full potential. However, it just seems coincidental to me that that's being the case now that he's having to cover Dan Burn. When Lewis Hall was on the pitch, he was doing just fine, and that's because he wasn't having to go back and cover that gap that he leaves when if he's way up the field and he's playing as a left winger.
I mean, we saw last night that Stato put those stats up from the last few games, and you can see where Joe Linton's being dragged.
Right,
he's completely out of position, and Botman to a degree as well because they're having to kind of babysit Dan Burn.
Yeah, so I think once we get Lewis Hall back with his offensive ability to go forward and everything, I think it's going to clean things up a little bit, allow our midfield to be able to cover more and actually do what they're supposed to do rather than having to always play back. And not to even say the same thing with Kieran Trippier, but you can see that like Malik Chow will have to go out and play wide because Kieran Trippier can't get up as quick. He's not as fast as much, so it allows it makes our defense have to be out of position more than it should be, I think. So
it's all about pace these days.
Yeah, it is. And I think getting all those guys back in there will be much better off. Absolutely.
Susan, who would you go for on goal?
It's difficult. Like, if you could marry the two players, I would have Pope's shot stopping, but then I'd have Ramsey's not even awareness, he's just a better footballer, but he's not even amazing then. Whoever, you're going to think I'm a right sycophant, but honestly, whoever Eddie thinks, I think you'll make the call. I know you
Susan,
think that
you do not sit on the fence like that. Come on.
No, I genuinely think that, he's made mistakes.
Yeah.
But I think that there'll be reasons why that we don't know that. I just think he'll make the right call. I do think that he's like, when it comes to shot stopping, if I had to pick one of the two, I would pick Pope. But then there's that whole like feeling of when he's got the ball, sometimes you panic. You don't panic when Ramsey's on the ball. So maybe, actually, like if I was manager, I would pick Ramsey because I think you need games to be able to develop but he knows both players inside out. He's worked with both players at different times in his career, so he'll know. Yeah. So I'm not one to profess to know. Like, I think he'll know who to pick.
Well, I guess we find out. Right, we'll go for some predictions. Paul, what do you reckon for Saturday? Paul, are you there?
Yeah. Oh, the sneaky 1-0 for me.
A sneaky 1-0. Hey, listen, I don't care as long as we get the 3 points. Dustin, what about you?
Probably a score draw, 2-2. Desmond.
2-2.
Before I go though, I have to say something. So for Stato.
Oh look.
Both on both sides. big old big old ones. That would be a good idea for him. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be able to pull that off, but might be an idea.
God knows. Susan, what's your prediction?
All I want to see is us play football. To be honest, that's all I want. Just want
But you've got
I want to see the Liverpool performance.
You have to give a prediction.
I think we'll be looking to draw, so I'll go with 2-2.
A Desmond. Right. Thank you very much, guys, for coming on. It's been a pleasure. You take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Good night.
So there we go. Interesting points again. Martin Suter is a new member of the channel. I'm sure that might be a renewal from Martin, but thank you anyway, Martin, for your support. Okay, who have we got next? We've got JP, we've got Eric, and we got Rue. Good evening, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad. JP, how are you feeling now?
I'm Ramsey. I'm still in. Ram still has to come in. This whole nonsensical. I've same as you, Paul. I've followed Newcastle United since I was a kid, over 40 years. I keep on hearing this shot stopper. Like, is every goalkeeper not a shot stopper?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What is the definition of that? But I would go for Ramsdale simply because he frees up the way we play. So he frees up playing with the ball. And the only thing that really gets us, Paul, is we're turning into a fan base that supports managers and players before the club. Like, I'm a massive Eddie fan. Always have been. But guess what I am first and foremost, Paul? I'm a Newcastle United fan. I'm a Geordie. I'm black and white. Now, if you get Stato to have a look at the stats from last season's performances to this season's performances at the same time, Paul, it's different. And for the first time in a long time, and by the way, I have no issues with anybody coming on later on in 4 or 5 months' time and saying, JP, you are full of it. It looks like he's lost the players, mate. It's effort. Paul, you've been in sport a long time, and then when you're watching Gordon, and when I'm watching Gordon, I'm like, there doesn't seem to be effort. You know, I can tech we're getting beat, Paul. But
to be honest, I did get, that impression of Gordon against Bilbao. Before he went off, I got the impression that things weren't working for him, and it went a bit tits up, and he just gave up. But I guess we'll see. Eric, are you there?
Yep.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you, my friend?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Have you changed since last week, or how are you feeling ahead of the game?
Not really. I think he's still going to stick with Pope. I still think he's going to stick with Joe Linton, which I think is a mistake. And I just hope that he realizes that everything's not working and he needs to change, like, fast.
So, but despite saying that, you think he's still going to go with Joe Linton and Pope, which is pretty much going with the same side apart from Lewis Hall?
Correct. Well, he has no choice to play Lewis Hall this week because Dan Burns suspended.
Absolutely.
But I think if Burn wasn't suspended, don't be surprised if he was in there too. I think his biggest downfall is his loyalty. Look at Longstaff last year. How long did it take for Tonali to get into the starting lineup? And we were all pulling our hair out saying, how is this man not starting and Longstaff's in there? I think to me, that's just his biggest detriment.
Well, Eric, thank you for filling me with the joys of Christmas. I feel so much more confident moving into the weekend. Rue, are you there? Hello, Rue. Are you there, Rue? Rue. Hello. I don't think Rue's with us. So we will bring on what on earth is going on in his house. Right, Bald, I can't keep looking at you with that flashing light, matey.
Mate, I'm going to go back upstairs. I'm having a rave. I just can't do without it.
All right, matey.
Give us a sec.
All right, dude. I'll just put him backstage for now. What would you do with the goalkeepers, JP?
I would change it, mate. I would go straight in for. I would change it to Ramsdale. I'll put him in straight away. Just to play, just so we can start the play quicker. But most importantly, Paul, what I think he needs to do, he needs to find a formation where we're not relying so much on the wingers.
Yeah,
agreed.
Paul are not playing. Let's be honest with you. The minute you can't get them playing, and I'm watching Walter Martin. Here's one for you. I'm watching that boy score goals running in behind Paul for Germany.
I've seen exactly the same thing over this international break. I can't disagree with you. Why? How? There must be a way of being able to do that for him in a black and white shirt. Surely to God.
It's got to be. It's got to be. And let's get through the next 4 games, and let's hope Eddie gets it right. Let's hope he gets it right, because I didn't think any part of Newcastle fan doesn't want Eddie to succeed, Paul, do it. But that has to be. Of
course.
He has to get it right. And for me, I would switch the formation. I would fill the midfield, and I would push Walter Martin up the middle and try and get midfielders running past him if we can.
Yeah. Eric, where can we win the game on Saturday?
I actually think we're going to turn up for this game. I think we're going to play one of our best games of the season. I don't know why. I just have that feeling. For some reason, whenever we play a big team or the lights are on, we turn up. So
yeah, we do.
I just think people are going to step up. I think our midfield is going to be up for it, and that's probably where we can control the games in the midfield. And hopefully we can start utilizing Voltamata like Germany does. I don't know if we have that creativity in the midfield though, and that guy to get forward. I don't know. I mean, I just think that we're lacking in that.
Yeah. Okay then, gents, let's give a prediction for Saturday then. JP?
Can never bet against them, mate. I'm black and white stupid, so I'll go in for a draw with no confidence, but a draw.
A draw. What draw?
2-2.
Desmond. Eric?
What? Same thing, 2-2. I think that we turn up and we end up drawing, and that's what it is, 2-2.
Yep, brilliant. Right, thanks, guys. We'll hopefully see you next time.
See you later, bud.
Take care. So there you go. Now we have right. Let's. We've got Harry, Mason, and Paul Geordie with us. Now we've still got Ollie, Naked Noise Boy, Rue, and Limmy. So they'll be the last ones on for tonight. Susan. Hang on a minute. Let me understand this. Martin Suter apparently is a new YouTube member, and then apparently he's also been a member for 18 months. I do not know what the hell is going on there. Hello all at TTR. I'm 2-0 with Ramsdale in and building from the back with Hall back. And Susan says another point was Wissa suits our system, and Voltamata will be unreal when we have time to work with him in properly. Gentlemen, good evening.
Hello.
Evening all.
Bald, you seem to have grown a lot of face furniture since I last spoke to you.
It goes by the minute, by the miles per hour. I think I've been described as.
Yes, the Richard Keys of beards. I would say yes. Anyway, Harry, good evening, young man.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Not very good. I honestly think this international break was needed because since that West Ham result, it was just depression after depression after depression for me. Like how I don't understand how I know we didn't get results we wanted in the first 2 games against Liverpool and Villa, but we're playing with heart. We're playing like we were back in the first season where we got Champions League. Then from there, it just seems like there's no heart in the team anymore. It seems like there's not a black and white passion that all of us want from them that we're known for.
Yeah. Mason, are you questioning the heart of the team? Do you think there's players there who haven't been giving it their all over the last few weeks in the Premier League?
Yes, in a way. I've got my stats on a couple. One in particular, I think Gordon, especially. I've said it to a couple of people. I think he still wants that Liverpool move. in my opinion.
Bald, how about you? By the way, nice top you're wearing there.
Very much.
Yes, looks good on you, mate.
It's nicer in the cold, by the way.
Yes.
Anyway, I agree with the last comment. Yeah, I think Gordon's been gone for 6 months. I think he's playing out the motions. I don't think for 1 minute he's going to stop. Certainly after the summer, but if he stays in January, I'd be surprised. I think his head's turned. I think he's gone. I don't even think he's injured. Personally.
I think something. I'm not sure what's going on with Anthony Gordon, because if he can perform like he does in the Champions League, I've never seen it for a long time in the Premier League, and that's a worry for me. Has his head been turned? I don't know. What is his attitude like behind the scenes? I don't know. He comes across as a very level-headed guy when he's doing interviews. Is Paul looking for his stick insects? What do you mean by that, Alan?
I think he's talking about my old stick insects.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, yes. I mean, you're a man. You're like the Steve Irwin of the UK, you are. Where can we win the game, Harry? Where do you see us winning the game, if possible, on Saturday? Or do you think that it's maybe just one step too far at the moment?
Well, usually our results at home against City are usually quite positive. Since the takeover, apart from the first game against City at home, we've drew 3-3, lost 3-2, and drew 1-0, and beat them in the cup. So we usually play quite well when City come up here. But I think this game just came out the total wrong time. I think that City look unstoppable at the minute. Like, they, in my opinion, they should be the ones top, not Arsenal. And that the only place I can really see us winning the game is maybe in the midfield. But even then, that's a stretch, because even though Toon Army's probably been one of our bright sparks this season, I just don't think the midfield has been up there like we'll all hype it up to be usually.
Mason, who would you start in goal?
Ramsdale.
You're with Ramsdale as well.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen one person that wants to start Nick Pope at the weekend. I think everybody wants a run from Ramsdale. Mr. Geordie, what about you? Would you go with Ramsdale this time?
Absolutely. I've been saying that for a long time. There's no reason why we're not playing Ramsdale. Give Nick Pope at least a rest. But he's not been performing. So give him a rest, recharge, but play Ramsdale. He is a shot stopper, and he is well with his feet as well.
What about going 5 at the back? Does anybody go for 5 at the back?
I can actually see us doing it, but if it's, I don't know if it's the right decision against City. I don't think it's the right decision to do against City. I think there's only been really one time it worked, and that was Arsenal away in the cup last season. But I don't think it's the correct thing to do now. I think that if we're going to do anything, I don't know if Witter's going to be back for this game. I don't think he is. But
not the way Eddie's talking last night. It doesn't sound like it.
I don't know who said it earlier, but I think 4-2-3-1 would be probably the best formation to play in this match.
Mason, has he got the bottle to change the formation?
He might be 5.
Yeah. Mason?
Probably not.
No?
And just quickly go on with the 5 at the back. With the form their front three have been in this season, and with Haaland wanting that 100th goal in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Why have 5 at the back, seriously?
It's a big risk.
And quickly going with Eddie Howe, but with obviously the question you just asked is probably not.
Okay then, guys, what's your predictions? Harry, we'll start with you.
My head's saying 2-1 City, but my heart's saying we're going to turn up and beat them 1-0.
Well, let's hope you're right. Mason?
The way Man City have been playing and the way we've been playing, I think it'll be 3-1.
Oh, ouch. Mr. Geordie?
Yeah, well, I'm always a positive, matey. I tell you what, we're going to win 3-1, hands down. No worries. Get off the pitch.
Get in, son. Get in. Right. Thank you very much, guys. We'll speak soon. Take care. Brilliant from everybody there. And hey, I tell you what, listen to Paul Geordie. He's the man of passion. He will be right. I don't know. I'm talking out my arse at the minute, to be fair. But by the way, Trulls has gifted 15. Yes, that's right. 15 Toon Review memberships, guys. 15. So if you have been the recipient of one of his brilliant donations, please say thank you in the chat. Thank you very much, Trulls. Of course, been with us since the start, has Trulls. And it is great to see him still hammering out those memberships to everybody. So that is brilliant. Right, the final four tonight will be Ollie, Naked Noise Boy, Roo, and Limmy. First of all, Roo, are you there? Hello, Roo. 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 Nah. Roo's not there. Anyway, good evening, guys.
Good evening.
Ollie, how are you?
Not too bad. I've been enjoying the England games, to be honest, at the minute. And now I'm back to Newcastle. I'm like shaking all over the place. I don't really want to watch the game on Saturday, even though I'm going. But
to be honest, that is a phrase that I never thought would get used. I've been enjoying watching England. That for me just says how bad we've been, to be honest, and where your confidence levels are. Jesus. Limmy, good evening.
Evening. How's it going?
Are you of the same stature as Ollie? By the way, Trolls has just sent another 5 memberships. Trolls is having a party. Trolls is having a membership party. Anyway, sorry, Limmy. Are you feeling the same? Are you nervous? Or are you confident that we might turn up on Saturday?
I mean, I live in Lisbon, and I'm normally watching the games just online.
Yeah.
And when we're playing as badly as we have been recently, it's so hard to keep your eyes on the game because it's just you want to hide behind the sofa.
Yeah. I can't when I'm commentating, unfortunately, but I bloody want to. I tell you, it's terrible to watch. It is terrible to watch.
It's so drab. It's so drab. But it just feels to me like we've got. There's this great thing that happens when everything's working right, when you've got the right tactics, when the right players are available, and you've got people with cover in certain areas. It just seems like we've literally just been losing key components at every point, and it's just making everyone like lose faith. Well, I can understand why. I can totally understand why, but it's bizarre. Like you've got a manager who's won as a first cup in 7 years. We've been in the Champions League. We've been playing well in the Champions League. At the same time, how can it be so bad in the Premier League? It's no wonder that we're all arguing amongst ourselves about what the magic bullet is to fix it.
Yeah,
because there's so many like little problems. But I think you just you fix one or you make a tweak in a certain area, have an effect of just like passing on. It either gets passed on in the negative sense or the positive sense. Like maybe when we can't play out from the back, we could do with Ramsdale being in there. And why are we playing Pope in that situation? Because we're already having to deal with having slow fullbacks or fullbacks who aren't fullbacks. And it's just...
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we can all see it. Mr. Noise Boy, how are you doing?
I'm very well. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, perfectly. How are you feeling ahead of the weekend? Are you nervous, or do you think we'll turn up, or is it just...
I've got to be optimistic, I think.
Yeah.
I think we all have. Otherwise, St. James's Park will be really quiet, and that's not going well. The whole Pope thing. Is he turning up in clown shoes?
Well, listen, he is the only goalkeeper I've ever known to actually try and kick the ball out and it go for a corner. That was something that I can't explain. Yeah. It's something I can't explain. That when I see Nick Pope do that, I kind of think, well, that's I've seen it all now.
Red nose. It's what's his face, isn't it? Children in need. So red nose, clown shoes.
Oh God.
Car that the doors fall off of.
I mean, what do you guys think at 5 at the back? Let's.
Well, that's the other thing.
Go on, Naked.
No, this is the other thing with the 5 at the back thing, and I know everybody gone, no, not 5 at the back. And I'm thinking back, and I don't have a lot of short-term memory at all because too many hits on the head. And I thought back, and I thought, hang on a minute, there was a 5 at the back time we played one game, and it was Arsenal. Am I thinking right?
Mm-hmm.
And how did that turn out?
We won, but we were away from home, and
for the wall stuff, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't like the. It scares me.
We had Tino playing that day as well,
but it scared us before that game as well.
Yeah, but who were going to play as right wing back though?
We had Tino that day, didn't we?
Oh, don't tell me who did what to who, because I just.
Well, you know, I mean, the problem is putting somebody in the right wing back position because Murphy's not a wing back, Trippier's not a wing back. He hasn't got the legs for it for one, and certainly Emil Kraft isn't. So I don't know who we put there.
Have Van Bairn running around like Roadrunner in the wrong direction, being all over the pitch.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes he gets in the way and dare I say gets in the lucky header. But it was obviously aimed that way.
Yeah.
Look in the way. I don't know.
I mean, the thing is, Ollie, has he got the balls to make the big changes, do you think? That's the whole point of it. You don't think he has?
He never has. He's always stuck with the same players every single time. Like everyone's right with picking Ramsdale over Pope. Ramsdale needs a try. He needs to have a go. Because Pope's had his fair. He's had his chances this season. Yeah, at the start of the season he played well, but now he's making mistakes all over the pitch. Yeah, he might be a good shot stopper, but like I think it was in the last one someone said about everyone, if you're a goalkeeper to stop shots, everyone's, so. Yeah. And then for Joe Linton, for example, I'd give Ramsey a shot. I might give Ramsey
hell yes.
a shot.
I think he's got to. Joe Linton hasn't done enough to keep his place. He just hasn't.
And with Ramsey in and out of the team all the time, it mustn't help him. It must not help him. Give him like 2 games. Give him this Man City and then Marseille, and then we might have a player with full of confidence. You never know. He could get an assist or a goal, and he's rocked in high with confidence, and it could benefit the team massively. So
yeah. Clive says Peter Shilton was number 1 in the world in the 70s and 80s. He couldn't kick a ball for toffee. Yeah, 70s and 80s, Clive. The game has changed. We're in 2025, mate. Football is all about playing from the back now. It's all about having a footballing goalkeeper.
Is Shea Given available?
Well, I mean,
we will.
Right, come on and give us your predictions, Ollie.
I just want to say first, I'll be interested to see how Malik Chow does against Haaland. I think that'll be really interesting.
I'm looking forward to seeing that battle. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I think if we go 5 at the back, I think we'll get battered 4-5-1. But if we go 4 solid 4 at the back, with Hall there, I think we could 2-2 or 3-2. I'm on the fence for 3-2, but I think 2-2. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Noiseboy.
I'm not generally a gambling man. I'm going to go 3-1 Toon, and I'm going to have faith. And I think, I know.
You've been listening to a bit of George Michael before you came on.
We can do that if you want.
Well,
I need some breakfast.
You got to have the faith. What about you, Limmy?
Yeah, but I think I'd be happy with the 1-1.
Okay. Limmy?
Head says we lose 2-1. Heart says we win 2-1.
Yeah.
Can I split like that?
I think a lot of people are having arguments with their own hearts and heads tonight, or building up to the game, aren't they? It's a tough one. Anyway, thanks for coming on, guys. Much appreciated.
Watching.
Yes, thanks, guys. Take care.
Easy.
So there you go. That is it for tonight. There is no show tomorrow night, of course. It is the Football Content Awards, where we actually find out if we have finally won something, which we hope to do, to bring something back for you guys. Hopefully we do. We will see. There is a tough opposition in our category, shall we say, but hey, you never know. We will see what happens, providing I get out my street. If it snows again tomorrow morning, I'm in trouble. But we will see. We will see. Certainly Stato will be there. Lady Sam is there tomorrow night as well. And, well, we just keep fingers crossed that hopefully when they read the names out, we come out on top. But, hey, time will tell. But anyway, I'll if there's any news to bring you in the morning, I will bring it to you on a video before I leave for Leeds. But we will see you for another live on Friday night when it is, of course, the Man City preview. We'll take a look at the teams, the form, the lineups, etc., and see and tell you how we are all thinking ahead of the game. Thank you for all your good luck messages, guys. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for your memberships and your super chats tonight. You've been great. Thank you, mods. And thank you to everybody that came on and participated in the forum. And we will see you all live again on Friday night. Until then, take care, folks. Good night.
Come back and check on Sea Breeze.